Good morning, and welcome to another informative session of Property Nuggets with Real Expertise Properties Agency. Thank you so much for joining us. In front of your screens is Umpumi Matlaba, and I am the Head of Administration for Real Expertise. I've got my guests with me today who are not new in our sessions, but I'd just like them to greet you and introduce themselves so that you can get familiar with them before we shoot right into today's session.
Good morning, everyone. The name is Levi Skosana, a consultant here at Real Expertise Properties.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Thabo Hlanze, and I'm the office manager here at Real Expertise.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. So, guys, today we'll be talking about all you need to know about building packages. So we'll be sharing a few nuggets with you just so that you can be familiar on what a building package exactly is, what it entails, and what are the benefits of it, basically. So my first question, I'm going to make this an open floor so anybody can take either question that they are comfortable with. What is a building package? Just to warm around this topic before we shoot right into the more intense questions. What exactly is a building package, and what are the benefits of buying it?
Oh, okay. I'm just going to put it in a simple way, then my manager will elaborate.
Thank you.
A building package is whereby a person is buying a stand, and then is also like the person is going to sign two contracts. The one is for purchasing the stand, and then the other one is for the building.
Okay.
It means
In simple terms. Yeah.
Yeah, the building package is a combination of a stand and the building, as Levi was saying. So, and you wanted to know the benefit of it?
Yeah, the benefits of buying a building package.
Okay. The benefits are few. If I may mention, you won't pay bond and transfer cost, both of them, the bond and the transfer cost. So, meaning if you are buying a property of, say, 700, you'll be saving plus minus 50,000. Yeah, that you're supposed to pay for the bond and transfer cost. And another benefit is that it's a brand new house, so you'll be the first person to occupy it. And then it's got an insurance with the NHBRC, where the developers are registering for it, so for the period of 5 years. So meaning if there are any things that are complicated that can happen in a property during that 5 years, it means they must come back and fix. Failure to do so, you can report them to that board of the builders.
Okay. So is a building package for people who are buying cash, or can a bank also finance clients that would like to purchase a building package? And in that case, how does a bank get involved? Because in simple terms, you just say that it's buying a vacant land, but not just a vacant land. You're buying it as a package that it's the stand, and you'll be building on that specific stand. How does a client apply for that at the bank?
Okay. For instance, if there's it's two ways, né? So you can do a building package on a particular stand that you liked or that we are selling, or it could be a development.
Yeah.
Yes. So in a development, that development is supposed to be approved by those banks. Ne? First, those banks supposed to approve that before you can apply. So that developer will apply for an approval of the project, and then the bank will go and evaluate and check the plans if they will be good in terms of price, actually. And then if they approve that price, then when you are you as a purchaser, when you are applying, you should apply to a building, a development that has been approved by the bank first.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're gonna sign two contracts, as Levi was saying, one for the stand, and then the other one for the building.
Okay.
And the finishing schedule as well,
Yeah.
of how the property will be completed. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Just to add on the advantages.
Yeah.
when a person is buying a building package, another advantage is that you don't have to be there all the time to supervise, because the developer has his own managers and supervisors. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So it's not a case whereby they'll call you saying, someone stole what cement, and things like that. It's just to avoid things like that. All right. What exactly is the role of a developer? I mean, we are just saying developer, but there's probably somebody who's at home and watching and is thinking, what exactly is a developer? I mean, it might be simple or self-explanatory to us, but then let's just define the role of a developer.
Okay. Usually in that development, there will be two contracts, ne? Or two main people. The developer, they are in charge of the stand. You'll see when you are signing those contracts,
Yeah.
they are different. The builder is someone else that has been hired by the developer to be in that year. But then the developer is the one that will be saying whether they bought that land, that huge land, either by their money or by through the bank. Ne? So their role is to observe as well that builders, if they are doing the right thing. Ne? So those builders are the one that will come with the subcontractors and all those things. But if, say, there's a mistake that is happening, they will blame it on the developer. Yeah. So their role is to improve the area in terms of development, actually. So they have to identify what is in need in terms of our town plan, and then they develop the area. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And if a client has chosen to purchase a building package through the bank, does the client have a say as to which developer they want? Or is it the choice of the bank? Does the bank allocate a developer that they trust, who obviously has to be registered with the NHBRC? Or can the client say, mina ngazi ubabs Khosana ngangishayela le job, now you developer because umuntu wakhayo? Or is it a different case? Does the bank say, no, for this area we allocate a certain person or a certain company to make sure that the job is done?
No, if it's a project of, like, saying, like Rondebosch, I can make an example. You can't say you are choosing your own developer, because that developer already has been given that project to do it. But for the separate one, you can, if that person is registered with NHBRC and he's got all the certificates that are required, and then on that particular stand, you can choose that I want my house to be built by so and so.
Okay. Would you like to add on to that? No. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I think that is loud and clear. And another clarification that I'd like us to make is buying a building package less in cost than buying a resale or an existing property? Is there any difference when it comes to the price of developing and the price of purchasing a resale? And if you can maybe just elaborate on your answer.
Okay, yeah, there definitely is a different. Remember, as my manager did mention earlier on, that when we are purchasing a development, let's say, you're not gonna pay bond and transfer cost.
Yeah.
Whereas if you are purchasing an existing property, then you will have to pay bond and transfer cost.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That's loud and clear. Is there anything to add to that?
Yeah. If it's not a development, the price is still the same. The only things that are exempted, it's the bond and transfer cost. But there's an agreement also on that. You'll find out that you're going to pay the bond cost or not the transfer, because it's not like a development. It's just that one individual stand that you want to develop. You want a developer to develop it for you. You know, so the price, it might be even higher than the resale of a house if you are buying, because in that case the bank will calculate based on the square meter. So I'll make an example. If it's like aero rent, I think now it's 7,500 per square. You understand? So it's a little bit higher than buying a house that is existing. what is good, or what will be the benefit is that the finishing it will be your taste
Yeah.
in that particular, because you'll be involved from the drawing of the plan that you want, throughout the finishings, the type of tiles that you want, the type of kitchen that you want. Those are the benefits of the building package, because it will be the house that you actually want.
Yeah, the
Yes.
exact house that you desire.
Exact house, yeah, because we know that the resale houses that we are selling, it's difficult to find the exact thing that you want. You
Yeah.
buy a house, then few months you'll want to change the tiles, or you want to
Yeah.
change the kitchen, or whatever the things that are there that doesn't suit you. But with the building package, it's something that you wanted, So, but it might be a little bit costly compared to, yeah. But on a development, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to clarify it, because to me it makes sense, but mina ngiyabacabangela ababukeli bethu. So there is a development whereby it's an existing project,
Yeah.
whereby there's already a developer that is allocated. So all you need to do there is go choose the size of the house that you want, and there's a list of a finishing schedule with the specifications that are there for that certain project. And then there is us, who are very picky. I want to build my house in Arorand. I'm going to buy a vacant land, and then I'm going to do my own thing, meaning that I'm not limited. So with the development, it's what the development offers. But if it's just a building package that is not a project that is existing, then everything is to your own specifications, although with both houses it is brand new houses. Yeah, just to clarify that for our viewers at home. And I'm going right straight to my last question for today's session, which is an interim interest. If we can briefly explain, because to people who have bought development or are looking to buy development houses or a building package, they will come across what we call an interim interest rate. If we can maybe explain that to the best of our knowledge, and clarify what it is and how or who is it payable to. Just any knowledge that we can pass on to our viewers or clients at home.
Oh, okay. An interim interest, I will try to explain it on the development side of things.
Not a problem.
On the development side of things, when you're buying the building package, as we said, it's the stand plus the building. So what's going to register first? It's the stand.
Yeah.
Meaning the bond on the stand will register first. Now, remember, after the stand is registered, that's when they must start building on the stand.
Yes.
It might take 3 months, 4 months or so.
For the building
But
to be completed.
for that period, while they are still building or preparing to build, the amount that you'll be paying monthly on the stand is an interim interest. Well, it will differ from 1% to the next, depending on their interest and so on and so forth.
Okay.
I don't know if it's clear enough.
No, it is clear. Would you like to add on to that?
Yeah, no, it's like he's explaining. Ne?
Yeah.
It's like that in that period, because when you read the definition of the interim rate interest, it says it's applicable when before the first installment of the bond of the house and on the closing. So before the term start or the installment start and on the closing of that bond. So in that gap, because the stand will be registered, there's like each and every time when the bank borrows you money, they expect an interest.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, but in this case, it's not an interest rate of the particular bond at all. Yeah, so it's just an interim interest on that duration, on that period. Yes. So other contracts will say, like Ronde Bosch before, I saw that they've changed the contract, but before they used to say the interim rent interest will be paid by the developer. Yes, and then failure to the client not to comply, to come and sign those documents, because it's a progress payment. Yes, so they do a progress payment. The bank will do a progress payment to the builder, ne?
Yeah.
So that they can complete the house. So if there's a foundation, they pay certain money for that. If there's the wall, they pay certain amount, the roof and all that. So now, for them to have that money, that progress payment, the purchaser must come and sign those documents so that the bank can release that money.
Yeah.
So in that period when the client, they are not available for that, and then the bank has given the builder 3 months to complete the house, meaning 3 months to pay that interim interest, 3 months to complete it. So if it overlaps to 4 months and what, and then the developer or the builder will say the purchaser must pay the interim
is the
interest.
responsibility of the
Yeah.
client.
And then for the freestanding, it's the purchaser who's supposed to pay.
Yeah.
Because it's them who they borrower, right? So it's their responsibility to pay those interests, unless otherwise there's an agreement as well, separate from that particular developer saying no, you will pay it on your behalf. But it's rare because it's their house, or it's them who borrowed the money.
Yeah.
They're supposed to pay that interim interest.
All right, I am well answered, and I trust that our viewers are just as answered at home. I do not know if you've got anything that you'd like to add or any advices concerning developments or a building package rather, before I can wrap up today's session.
Oh, well, what I can add is if you want to purchase a building package and you don't understand, you are most welcome to come into our offices, and then we'll explain to you first.
Definitely. If I can just add, where can our viewers find you on social media?
You can find me at Levi's Real Expertise Properties. On Instagram, it's Levi's. I'm not much of a social media person.
Okay, they'll find you on Facebook and they can give you a call as well. That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing that was not there, maybe someone might ask, what is cheaper to buy a house through the bank, like bond, or to just buy a stand and build? Which one is cheaper between the two? Yeah. So maybe we can cover that as well.
You can cover it. You can go right ahead.
Yes. If you if you're buying a stand, say you bought it, you saved and you bought it cash, and then you build out of your pocket or your salary. In that way, it's cheaper. Yes. It's cheaper even like when you say you will be buying a bond or doing a building package.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And it's advisable, although it requires a lot of discipline from a
Yes,
person.
people
and
are
time.
different. Yes, people are different. The disadvantage of building it by yourself is that you might experience those things of people who were building there. They are no more there. Stolen of cement or anything that can happen if it doesn't have someone as a developer to observe that progress of building.
Yeah, somebody
Yes.
who's registered with the NHBRC.
Yes, as
knows
well.
how to
It
comply,
has to be someone like that. Yeah. So I know people are avoiding that. It's cheaper to do it that way, but it's got a lot of risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if this person is building through the bank, beside the inspectors that comes from the municipality, there is an inspector from the bank that will come and check if they are doing the right thing. If they are not doing the right thing, they will demolish that and require them to start afresh. Yes.
Okay.
You see? Yes, and the quality of the property.
Yeah, the workmanship.
The
means a
value,
lot,
yes,
yeah.
the workmanship, the value of the property will be better if it's built through the bank as well.
Sure.
Yeah. But
Alright.
building on your own is cheaper compared to the other method that we are talking
You
about.
have mentioned, yeah. All right. Is that all from you today?
Yeah, the repo rate is still, concerning the bond or houses, we are still standing at 7%. That means people can buy even this year. So 7%, it means the interest that were, because before it was 10.25. So from 10.25 to 7%, there's a lot of discount there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people should take advantage and buy houses now.
Thank you so much for that. So, just to wrap up today's session, if you are a follower on our page, you would notice that I am heading the sales of developments in Rondebosch and Sam Rose. So if you need any further clarity with that, please do hit me up. I've got my Facebook page, I've got my WhatsApp number and contact number, also my office number, so you are more than welcome to ask for more information regarding that. Those are houses that are brand new. Nobody has lived in it. You've got your own say and choices as to what you want your house to look like or your finishes to be. So please do hit me up when it concerns that, and it saves you a lot of money because you will not pay any bond, no transfer costs. So it's a huge save. And remember, as my manager has said, that the repo rate is still at 7%, which is a very huge benefit. If I can clarify it just shortly, it means that your installments or monthly repayments at the bank will be much lower than it was in the years before. So if you can take advantage of that and contact us, or either one of our agents, will be gladly available to assist you free of charge. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope that you found today's session informative. Please stay safe. God bless you and enjoy your Passover weekend.